Hello guys, my name is Alyssa. So today I'm gonna be telling you just a little fun facts about me. So growing up, I was a military brat. So I was first originally born in San Angelo, Texas, and then we moved to Italy, and that's really like the foundation where all my interests became because Italy is very artsy and the fashion is just absolutely amazing, and then just the history is so intriguing. Like, you would walk up some stairs and like, what happened there? The battle blah 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 happened, or that's where Juliet and Romeo were, and this is what happened and all this. And then in Venice is where we lived the closest to, and so we would go there on full like really cool school trips. Like my brother went to this little island off of Venice, and they're really known for their famous glass blowing. He got to do that. I was a little less unfortunate because I was so young at that time, and I got to go to this like little farmer's house, and then over there they like taught us how to make from scratch tortellini pasta, fettuccine alfredo, deliciousness. I wish I was able to like write down, what we did and like what we use to this day. Like for a long time I was able to kind of remember it, but now I cannot. Like I understand the very basics of it. And then we moved to Virginia, and I enjoyed Virginia for the most part. The culture and like the history and everything is what I was always into the most, and so it was still amazing over there. For our school field trips, we would go to see where like Pocahontas' like mock grave is, because technically her actual burial site was in England due to like the whole history drama about that. But over there, we were able to like learn, how to weave fabric, and we had to do this one thing before we had like lunch. Well, you have to like rub the stick like this and like make a fire in order to go eat at lunch, because that was like a basic skill they said you needed. I'm glad I can say I know how to do that, but at the same time it's like I haven't used it since then, and that's been like probably about 10-12 years ago now. But Italy's probably my favorite because it really set the bar, of my education to the max, because I was in kindergarten and I rode a charter bus to school. Like, who does that? Besides the school I went to, because the military school system, if you're overseas, they try to make it blend in as a normal, everyday person. So they would use the tourist buses in order to not create such a big drama with like, the whole American school yellow school bus, which is hideous, and it was a really hard time for me to get used to this idea that yellow school buses aren't in movies. Like, it's a real thing. They're disgusting. They have gum on the floor. Ew. But in Italy, like, we had these Italian cafeteria ladies. They would like hand make our pasta, but me being the little spoiled American brat that I was like, oh, I want to go in the other food court, which is, Subway and Pizza Hut that I can get. And like the big draw to that was that you can get like little toys, like what High School Musical came out or something like that. So you got the little music keychain, and there was like a big like trading thing over there. And then I moved to Clovis, and in Clovis it was a big disappointment, not gonna lie. That the bar for where I was, like, it was here, and then Clovis was like down here, because my first ever field trip I ever took in Clovis was to this tractor safety day thing. And for anybody who's lived in Clovis, they know this is like one of the big deals over there. Like, you wear these matching hideous shirts and you learn about tractors, which I can see the usefulness in such an agriculture area now. When I was younger, I just could not understand why that was so cool to most people. But my major is fashion design, and I really have to think about the way I grew up. Like, Italy, fashion was everywhere. Like, we would go to art shows, and my dad would like take us to go see famous paintings and museums and all that. So much fun. I really wish we had like cool like art places and a little bit more in this area. Like, you can go to the museums in Lubbock and you see a little bit of them, and like there's a local artist in Clovis that's amazing. I love watching his work, but it's not like